Welcome back. Now I've colored in my image. As you can see, I've been using some blending techniques that we've been doing with our pastels over the last number of lessons. And can anybody see the color scheme that I've used? That's right, I've used warm colors. Now, I've decorated some of the paper with some lines and designs with some flowers and strokes, some stars, and I put some white dots on the dark surface of this paper. Now, everybody's been given a glue stick. Now's the time that we're going to be gluing this down because this is the next step before we paint. Make sure that all of your edges are really well glued because we don't want little pieces coming up. Here's my first one. My second one. Making sure that everything is down. Well, that looks pretty good. Now, finally, my third one. Making sure you get all the edges because we don't want the edges to be riding up. Our mattresses are staying here. Let's see where they're going now. Let's turn him around. I think I like that better. Nope. Other way. Here we go. Great. Now for the final touch. I'm not sure if you can see, but I've made some marks around my stars and my moons. Watch what happens when I make my wash. Now, I said that a wash takes very little paint and a lot of water. I'm going to take about this much paint and I'm going to add some black because I'd like to make my color darker. When you add black to a paint, it's called a shade. When you add white, it's called a tint. Now I'm going to pour in some water. Mix it all up. Make sure you get all the pieces. You don't want a big blob of paint wrecking your wash. Great. Ready? And I can go right over the surface. You see how the pastel shows up? And my stars are glowing. When the paint is thin enough in a wash, we can go right over the pastel. I colored in my moon. Hopefully, it'll stay white. Maybe I didn't put enough white pastel on there. Now, you'll notice too is that I put a floor on my princess's room. Right down there, and I can go right over it for added effect with my paint. looks pretty good. Almost done. I like these marks that show up here around my stars and my moon. And there's my beautiful Princess and the Pea. I hope everybody's going to have some fun making this project. Remember all the tips that I've given you, and see you next time.